Good morning. It is day 166 and we are all getting packed up, getting backpacks on, and getting ready to hit, I think, 4 summits today. So we have, I think, a little over 4,000 feet of elevation and a little over 3,000 feet of descent. So we're gonna get booking and get on the trail. We started today at 6:53. And today we have the white cap ridges and some waterfalls. And it's a gorgeous day. So we're planning on having a good day. I have a lot of climbs, but this will be the last day. We have one climb tomorrow, and then that's it until we get to Katahdin. Beautiful trail right now. Enjoy it. We didn't get to spend any time really down by the pond. We're hiking for almost 12 hours yesterday, but we were able to get set up before dark. Got our food hung up in the dark, and then it was, Phoenix, didn't you say it was dark by like 7:30 yesterday? Wasn't it dark by like 7:30 yesterday? Yeah, so it's getting dark earlier, so we have shorter days, but it's all getting fit in. We're making it work. We have a little bit of a level walking for a while before we start our climb, but we are in the 100-mile wilderness. Tomorrow we get our food drop, and we have 5 days until we summit it. Well, we summit 5 days from today, which is a little surreal. I can't really wrap my head around that yet, but it's interesting to see how our conversations have changed. It's more talking about foods we miss and things we want to do when we get home and things like that. So we have a little water around us. There's a lumber road, so we've been hearing some working going on. I heard it early this morning when I woke up. There's a little creek right there. We are getting ready to ford the river. This guy and his dog have been around us for a while. So let's see how this goes. I just have my waist band on my backpack clipped. Everything else. Whoo, baby. It's cold. It gets about calf deep. I'm going to turn this off right now so that I can use both my hands as we get into the deeper water. See how clear the water is? These shoes are a little slippery too. Here's a sign with Katahdin 83.9, and this is part of a national natural landmark, the Hermitage and Gulf Hagas, which we're headed to. We're going to go see some waterfalls before we start climbing. We are going to go ahead and hit that blue blaze now for the Gulf Hagas trails, and we're going to make a loop kind of around and end up on the other side of the AT. But this is where the waterfalls are going to be. So it should be a spectacular morning. So this is the mile marker sign for all the falls we're going to see. And I don't know what that 0.3 means, but it is designated as a national or a natural landmark. So it's a national natural landmark. So we're excited to go see all the falls, starting with Screw-Auger Falls. There are also some gorges, from what I've been told, here as well. So it's gonna be fun. Here's the first set of falls. Look at that rock ledge right there. Here's Lower Falls. Still on the blue blaze. There's a little bit of the trail back by the waterfalls. We have one more to see before we head back onto the AT. Our little stop for coffee and hot chocolate was really nice. We are back on the Appalachian Trail. We have about 10.5 to get to the lean-to for today. It is 11:30, and the waterfalls were pretty amazing. And just taking time out to do that, I think was a lot of fun. Something we haven't done enough of, but I'm glad we took that chance and did it today. Now we have the Whitecap mountain range ahead of us before we hit the lean-to. This is Carl Newall Memorial Lean-to, and this is where we just ate lunch. It's right down from a little creek that we had to hop to get here, and we have like 0.9 left to climb to get to the first summit of the Whitecap mountain range. So there's 4, and it'll take us 5 miles to do all 4 of them. And we're supposed to get our food drop by 3 o'clock at this intersection at this road. So that's like 15 miles from our first lean-to. So if we can get a little bit further down, then we won't have as far to go before we get there. And then we have a couple miles after that. So we'll get a good food supply tomorrow, which is good because this is probably the closest I've planned to being right on the nose. A little short on my snacks, but everything else, the food will be empty by the time I go and get my new resupply from the bucket. So I am going to try to reach them if I get cell service and see. They had leftover bacon the other day, and so I want to see if they'll sell me some of their already cooked bacon and see if they'll sell me a sleeve of Oreo cookies, and I'll just pay them either when they get there or over the phone with my credit card. So keeping my fingers crossed that they have some bacon, because I could put it in with my mashed potatoes, and I could put it in with my chicken salad for my wraps. So Here's the trail just out of the shelter. I don't know if you can see all the roots or not, but this is what most of the trail looks like. This looks like the Whitecap Range right here that we will be taking on today. So it's almost 2 o'clock and we're hoping to get in 9 more miles. So that puts us at the camp probably close to 7. And today it got dark around 7:30. So we'll be racing the sunset today. Been climbing pretty steady. Whew. Just summited Gulf Hagas Mountain. That is the first of 3 that we are going after today. So it was tough for me. I don't know how it was for anybody else, but I was breathing hard and going slow. Now we'll head down and go back up to the next one. But it just made me think, when you're in the grind, when you're in the grind or in the battle, don't make big decisions to give up or quit, because when you get to the top or you get through the battle, you're like, all right, I'm ready for the next one. Now I wasn't thinking about quitting, but I was thinking about how hard it was. And now that I'm at the top, I'm not breathing hard anymore. I feel pretty good. So I got a little recovery time, and then I go right back into the battle. So you gotta just keep on putting one foot in front of the other. And it's amazing, just 30 seconds, what a difference in distance you make. So don't ever estimate progress, no matter how slow it is, because it happens. Okay, on to the next one. There's a little bit of a trail between peaks. We have 0.6 to get to the start of the next climb, and then 0.7 to get to the peak. So just taking this, I want to get there without wasting too much time, because we want to try to get some extra distance in when we're done with the climbs. So, but I did want to show you this. We have just summited the second mountain, West Peak, and it's all treed in, but it was quite a climb, as you can tell. Okay, we just summited Hay Mountain, and we have 1 more to go, and we will have summited 4 peaks today. Phew. Maybe. All right, I finally got up here. It is 5:08. My goal was to get up here at 5. So, but you're supposed to be able to see Katahdin from here. So we're going to use my peak finder, see if we can locate it. That mountain in the distance is Katahdin. This is our second opportunity to see it before we get there. Look at this view. It's a tough climb. And I'm glad we have summited 4 peaks today in 3 hours. Now it's time to get down. All right, I'm gonna say goodnight. It is a little after 8 o'clock. We did the Whitecaps range today, with the Whitecap Mountain being the highest range, or the highest mountain in the 100-mile wilderness. So we did 4 peaks in 3 hours, and it was, for me, because it was, each one of them were pretty steep, was hard for me, but managed to do that. And now we are at a stealth campsite so that we are closer to our food drop tomorrow. And we had a beautiful day, and looking forward to getting our food dropped because I'm at my bare minimum. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you tomorrow on the trail. We have 69.4 miles to go to Summit Katahdin. I can't believe it, but it's happening one step at a time. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Peace out.